What's going on, YouTube? JT is reborn here, and welcome to the fourth episode of the Star Wars Rewatch. I just got done watching Solo, Star Wars story. That's right, the first Star Wars film to ever lose money. I did it after the movie on this thing for last year. I'll post a link down below, but my goodness, this is the most pointless Star Wars movie ever made. And I'm being dead serious when I say this. This is the most pointless Star Wars movie. It's ugly to look at. There's nothing fun about it. You don't really need this movie. This did not need to be made. It really did not need to be made. Nothing interesting happens in it. The whole movie, it's all foggy and cloudy. I mean, like, every goddamn scene. Like, the only clear shot I saw in the whole movie was, like, an hour and 5 minutes into it when they're on the Falcon. Like, oh my god, no fog, no blurriness. But, like, everything is just ugly to look at. It's super foggy, blurry. The whole entire movie, and I remember sitting in the theater, I'm like, why is everything just, like, colors are desaturated? This movie had production problems up the ass. It was the most expensive Star Wars movie ever made. It doesn't really look like it. The action sequences are boring, unexciting. The characters are uninteresting. Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo is no Harrison Ford. The way he gets his name is dumb. Lando is just kind of okay. He doesn't have the charm or charisma of Billy D. Williams. Chewbacca's, Chewie, what was his name? Woody Harrelson's just kind of there. Paul Bettany's just kind of there. Emilia Clarke is hot, but she's just kind of there. Darth Maul shows up for like 5 seconds to turn on his lightsaber, and that's it. I know they wanted to do sequels to this nonsense, but that's it. Like, there's no reason for this movie to exist. Like, the first 40 minutes of this movie is like, okay, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to save Kira, or whatever her name is, Emilia Clarke. Then he just kind of happens to run into her in the middle of the galaxy. He just happens to run into this chick. Then it becomes, I'm going to go and steal this stuff, do the Kessel Run. And then it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And then there's some betrayals, some lame action sequences, more fucking fog. I swear to God, this whole movie could just be called Fog. The Mist, the Stephen King movie The Mist, has less fog and blurriness than this movie. And I'm not exaggerating. It's just an ugly looking movie. Like, the worlds aren't interesting. There's a lack of color. It's shot hideously. I really hate the look of this movie. And I just really don't like this movie in general. This, to me, I'll put this below Phantom Menace. I'm going out. This is worse than Phantom Menace to me in terms of this rewatch. Nothing exciting happens because it is a pointless movie. Entirely pointless. No reason to ever watch this thing. I don't know why it exists. I really don't. I don't know why it exists. I don't see why we have to have this movie. I don't see why we had to go find out, like, how Han Solo got his name Solo. Like, it's just a cool name. He just has the name Solo. Why do we have to go through in the Empire's like Han Solo? And the Empire's theme is the fucking Imperial March, like, legit. Like, that's the advertising commercials for the Empire. Wow, God, this was lame. This was lame. Worse than, like I said, worse than Phantom Menace. I remember hating this movie when I first saw it. I was torn between, like, disliking this or Last Jedi more in terms of Disney Star Wars, but I think I'd rather watch Last Jedi than this, because at least I can have, like, an emotional response. This thing puts me to sleep. I really don't like this movie at all. There's no redeeming qualities to it for me. There really, truly isn't. It's not fun. It's not funny. There's a Han and Chewie shower scene that lasts 10 seconds, and I don't understand the point of it all. It's just terrible. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. If you guys like Solo, post your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. Like I said, I'm making this a really quick vlog because I'm not putting kind of a minimal amount of effort in this one because I don't have much to say. It was another insufferable set. I'd rather sit through Phantom Menace, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot when you make me want to sit through Phantom Menace more than this. But yeah, I don't like it. I really, really don't. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the bell for notifications, comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next videos. We're going to talk about the first ever Star Wars spin-off movie, known simply as Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Toodles.